Okay. So let me ask you this: gerbils, the Luftwaffe, you know, the entire Nazi regime, um, aviators, um, hate crimes. What do all of these have in common?
I don't fucking know. They'll all get you banned on this
Twitch.tv.
platform.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think Twitch is that sensitive.
Yeah,
They
YouTube
are.
definitely.
It's the people. It's the people that make it that sensitive. Like, you can say some stuff, but like, people will just report you, like mass report you because you said like
Look, if
fake
I
wrong.
say the words, corn rape, where you rape a corn cob, that will offend people because they'll say you're using that term too lightly. It's a serious thing. I say, you know what? No shit.
Yeah, I mean, someone out there will get offended by that for sure.
We can
Well,
cut
not for
that,
sure,
but we're streamers now. In addition to YouTube extraordinaires, YouTube's poster children.
yeah. Well, we're streaming on Twitch. Probably put the links in the description. Shameless plug. Don't care. Go watch. But yeah, so that girl Alinity got not banned for a nip slip apparently.
She got banned, but it was like 5 days later,
Did she?
and she was
Okay.
the one like the day before. She's like, "I'm banning myself for 3 days." You can't ban yourself, bro. That just literally
What?
means you're not going on the website. Like,
Yeah,
that's
what?
just a
That
choice.
doesn't make any sense.
People went at her like, and then eventually they suspended her. They didn't ban her.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they shouldn't ban her forever.
But also, it's like the whole thing where a bunch of people do way. Here's one thing that I watched: is there was a streamer, who was using her nip slip, like every once in a while he just pop it up in the screen, and he got banned after showing it 3 times, like within like a 10-minute span. After 10 minutes, he streamed for I think 10 minutes, then they banned him. Whereas,
That's so wow.
yeah,
A lot of people think Twitch is like sexist, like, because that's how they act.
yeah, and then she pretty much got away with like about a week and a half.
Yeah, like it was a while. I didn't even know she got
And then she
suspended
got
yet.
banned, and then she said, "Yay, guys, we made it happen." Like, yo, stop trying to make it seem like, yeah, I want my source of income to be shortened. You fucked up. You're not gonna weasel your way out of it, making like, oh, like nobody should care that it happened in the first place. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Here's the
not
thing.
it's not the end of the world.
Here's the thing, especially about the internet and being, it's one thing if people are making ads that are, like the Momo thing or something, where it's just like where children are accidentally watching, but you should be watching what your kids are watching,
Yeah.
And I wouldn't want my daughter watching random people streaming, because what are they talking about? What are they doing? Like, unless they're doing a puppet show, and I've watched them do it before.
Oh, yeah. They're not really like. I mean, I get certain streamers. I guess are fine for kids to watch, but I feel like most of them don't really have that much of a filter that kids go sit there and watch it.
Yeah, I mean, you should be watching with your kids. So saying, "Oh, this has no point," like the streamer who shot the gun off on stream.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, I don't see the problem with that in the slightest.
I guess you're like not supposed to show firearms at all. I'm assuming.
Well, there's streamers that go and shoot guns like as their channel, and that's all they do. Shoot guns,
Is
stuff
there?
like that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And even like, well, I mean, Twitch and YouTube are different, but there's plenty of YouTube channels where people are shooting guns,
that's true. Yeah.
and all they do is review guns, shoot guns, shoot through things. Even I think Mr. Beast has shot guns before.
Yeah, I like
shooting
those
Lego
channels.
or something.
Interesting.
So what? Because you shot it
So what?
in your house, or you accidentally shot it? That
Yeah,
makes it
I don't
different?
know.
Nah, lame.
Like,
Fucking
what was
lame
the
as fuck.
breaking point? Like, I don't understand what the difference is. Like,
It's just a bunch of whiny, bitchy people. That's pretty much all the
yeah.
world is.
yeah,
I mean,
especially nowadays more than in the past. Like,
part of what I do say is, I mean, if you're known as a child's entertainer, it's probably because you make a certain type of content, and you kind of do have a non-verbal agreement to, not be a fucking asshat, because kids are watching you, and you are a role model. And look, if you're getting paid to do something, and your entire audience is kids, that means that you're a role model, and you're getting paid to be a role model. Like, if you want to call streaming or whatever your job, that means that in your job contract that you made yourself when you decide to be famous, making kid type videos, that's what you do. You act like a grown adult and don't do a bunch of bullshit. Now, if you made videos like that, but you also made videos, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I can see where some people are coming from, where they're upset about shit.
oh yeah, I mean, some stuff is worth being like suspended or banned over. Like,
but also some of it is kind of like, you should watch what your kids are watching, and you should make sure your kids aren't watching shit that you don't agree with. Now, if somebody does something all the time and then they just randomly start to act like a jerk off, then you should be making sure your kids aren't watching stuff, and then you just say you're not allowed to watch that anymore.
Yeah.
And then maybe if your kid's upset and shit, maybe you send an email to them and say, I'm a parent, my kid watches you a lot, and you disappointed me, and you're an asshat. And if they take your word for it and they're like, okay, it's whatever. If you don't, whatever. If they say, fuck you, then be like, all right, well, you lost a supporter, and if I catch my kid watching again, I'll fucking report you, and then in the comment, like, why did I report? I'll say the dude's a fucking douchebag. And you know what? I hope they don't do anything about it, but like streamers sitting there are saying, give me your money, pretty much what they're saying.
Yeah, so many of them have literally said that.
What is the chick's name that just got in a whole heap of trouble and shit?
Her name was like, I forget her name. It was like Evelyn or something. I don't remember. But she's so annoying. Like,
and then there was a guy who I can't remember what his name was, but he started saying like the same shit, backing her up, and then somebody said something. He's like, and he told the people watching, he's like, "Are you that fucking retarded?" It's like, yo, nobody owes you shit, you fucking loser.
Yeah, like how are you gonna like shit on your own viewers?
Yeah,
like,
nobody.
Just like they literally
nobody owes you a single thing.
Yeah, exactly. She literally said like, if you can't give $5, then you shouldn't be watching my streams because you should be working instead. It's like you said, like no one else.
You should be happy that somebody is taking their limited free time to watch and support you.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
that's
kind
just
of
awesome.
yeah, it's kind of just dumb.
It's really stupid, and she's not the first person to like do that, say that shit.
Yeah, it's one of those cases where it's like, where do you fucking get off?
Yeah, right.
How you think anybody owes you anything?
Like, how disconnected do you have to be, especially during a pandemic where people aren't working, really? Why would you say that? I don't understand. Like, how
Yeah, and then why would
disconnected can you
somebody,
be?
and even people that I don't really like Ninja was like, don't say that. And, some people are kind of fake about it, saying it, but at the same time, it's kind of just a joke. Yeah. I think what we have is a bunch of people that, that are just absolute hypocrites in the world. There's people that, they'll be like, oh, joke about this, joke about that. And then when something's like, hurts their feelings a little bit, then they're turned into a bunch of crybaby bitches like, oh, he said that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
I feel like 9 out of 10 people on the internet will run their mouth all the time. And then when something...
And not be able to take it.
Yeah, then instantly go on a different page and start crying about stuff.
Yeah, right.
Now, there are some things that I don't like.
He shits on everyone else and can't take it himself. It's literally him.
Yeah. There are some things that even like might get to me and make me mad. If somebody's literally being blatantly racist, like, not for real. That's not cool. Any way you put it. Like, if you're straight being like blatantly horrible. But even then, like, I mean, me getting mad about it probably isn't gonna do anything for me. And it is it's one of those things. Like,
Yeah. Like, I don't know. It doesn't seem like anyone can really, like, obviously something's gonna offend everyone at some point, but like, it doesn't seem like anyone can take insults or anything anymore. Not even insults, just
satire,
criticism. Even can't even take that. Like, no one can handle.
Yeah, I think the end of criticism has happened. If you want to make money, I mean, you can critique, but you're probably gonna have to make a bunch of different channels because they will ban you for critiquing, and there's no way to make money off of critiquing people.
You can't do that anymore now. That, like, you just won't get anywhere doing that anymore. Maybe back with like when like Filthy Frank was big, like around that time, you could do that, but there's just not the crowd for that isn't there. It is probably, but they just won't let you get away with that.
Yeah,
and
go ahead.
Let you either.
Please, YouTubers, that anyone that listens to this, make a video saying why our podcast sucks. We won't care. Like, we'll be like cool, somebody's talking about it. Say that we don't know what we're doing. All our topics are garbage. Our voices are trash. We're retarded. Like, just say it. Say it. You know what?
Yeah, like that.
If you do, you're not part of the problem. I'm glad that you're doing it because you know what? Fuck you.
Wait, then. I mean, I don't know. What if you get hate? Just unless it's like senseless, stupid hate, you can take some sort of
roll with the
lesson
punches
from that.
Yeah.
What?
Said roll with the punches.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like if you're gonna be if you're sensitive, the internet is not a real place for you.
Yeah, right. But every sensitive person is on the damn internet, so
yeah. I mean, no, it's the thing. It's the thing. There's a balance, and it's kind of hard to understand the balance, and it's hard to gauge the balance. But like, just if somebody's saying something, does that hurt you? No, like, don't support them. Don't. I don't see what you have to gain to cry about stuff. Like, I'm trying to think of stuff that people are just like, it just offended me. Like, especially people being offended for other people. Stop with that shit. Like,
and then like people, it'll just be like normal like critiquing comments, and these people, these YouTubers and stuff, they'll sit there and make like a video in their defense. They're like, oh, or like an apology video. It's like, dude, why are you putting fuel to the fire? Like,
Yeah.
why
What
are
are
you
you
showing
crying
them
about?
attention? Like,
It's
just
kind of like
ignore it or learn from it. Like one or the other. You don't just sit there and make an apology video or a defense video. Like,
you
what are
know,
you
that's
doing?
something that that even with the whole money thing, how the chick made a defense video. Yeah, the chick that made the video, and then she tried to defend it, like saying what I said was there was nothing right about what I said. You know what? If you're gonna if you're gonna say something, stand by it.
Yeah, right. Don't just flip
Like
flop.
seriously,
Like,
if you're gonna say something, own it and live it.
yeah,
If
exactly.
if you're not, that's just a joke. Like, stick by. If you're gonna tell people that they should be paying to watch your stuff, double down. Like,
Yeah, right.
don't just say, "Oh,
Say some dumbass shit and then completely flip on it. Like, oh no, that's not
yeah."
what
Say,
I meant.
"I'm so sorry for my actions. I know I can't take them back." Why'd you say it in the first place if you didn't believe it? So now you're
Yeah,
saying you don't
exactly.
believe it. So
Yeah, like,
why are you all of a sudden not? All of a sudden now you don't have now all of a sudden you don't believe in that. But 30 minutes ago you
yeah,
did.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's really cool that you that you were able to change your opinion with criticism so easily. Yeah, you really have it
Yeah,
all
right.
figured out. Yeah, so you're a really open-minded person that you were able to change your views like that. If like you're just trying to save yourself because you know you
Oh
messed up.
yeah,
It's a
definitely.
joke.
She was obviously just like, all right, let me just
Be a woman about it. Be a
apologize.
man about it. Like, be an adult. Own your mistakes. Owning your mistakes isn't making
Yeah,
an
right.
apology video and saying, I'm sorry, I own what I said. You know? I mean, some people, because it's never genuine. You know? That's the thing. So, talking about it in the
Yeah.
first place, I think is a joke. Because it's always ingenuine and unsincere. I've watched enough of them. I couldn't tell you a single time that I actually felt like, oh, this person, except the dude who actually shot the gun off, like, he was pretty genuine about it. That's the only one that I can honestly say I've seen that it's like genuine, and I think part of it is because what he did wasn't like it wasn't bashing his supporter base or anything ridiculous or copyright striking people's videos or saying something offensive. He accidentally shot a gun on stream.
Yeah.
And then he even said, what I did was dumb. Don't do it. Don't do what I did. And like actually learned a lesson. Like, you tell he learned a lesson and tried to help other people with that lesson that, learn from his mistake. So to me, he deserves a lot of props.
Yeah.
Other than that, like the chick saying, all what I said was wrong and I can't take it back, but it's like, look, you didn't think that when you were saying,
yeah, right.
Also, there's a difference between like messed around and then accidentally doing something, like a nip slip. That's kind of that was an accident. So
Yeah.
if she wouldn't have acted how she did, and she would have made an apology video and saying, I didn't mean to do that, I don't think anyone would have been that hard on her. And then she just said, and if she didn't acknowledge, if she just like said, I mean, they're not banning me, I can't do anything about it. If they want to come and ban, I'm gonna stream until they come and ban me. That'd be the smartest thing that they could do.
Yeah.
But they didn't handle it like that. So an accident is an accident. But telling
like there's
people
always
that they owe you
coming
money,
back from that.
yeah, it's ridiculous and a joke.
Yeah, that's just. I feel like nothing can really save you from like looking like a complete idiot doing that.
Yeah.
An accident's an accident, but that's not an accident.
Yeah,
Like-
so you gotta own up to that. And if you back up and don't, and then say, "Oh, I'm sorry," or you better, understand that you lost everyone's respect.
Yeah, right. Like you literally deserve to. Like,
Yeah, so I think it's a joke. I'm pretty pretty much not with that at all. I don't know. What do you think?
yeah, I really hope it doesn't become like this trend because that's the second or third person that's done that. So, yeah, I'm hoping that just stops.
To get the stream, what are most of these streamers doing? They're not I mean, you could say that they're working hard, but they're not working hard. Let's be honest. They're streaming.
I mean, yeah, they're not.
They're getting paid.
They're not working
sit
hard
there.
compared to everyone else. Like, actually, yeah, streamers they don't work hard at all. Some YouTubers work hard. Streamers don't. They don't do anything. They literally sit there and just are live, and people watch, and like that's it. There's no editing, no work, no effort to put in.
Well,
Like,
I mean, you could be a comedian. You're telling jokes. There's a reason people are watching. But it's to be a comedian. Those people work really hard to go out on stage. They put themselves out there. But that's a job that people would love to have. A job for people that people would kill for. So if you have a job, if you have the talent to bring people to you, that's really cool. And it's like even any job you get, like you got chosen over somebody else for that job, so you should probably be at least thankful that you're going to do it because somebody would probably take it in a heartbeat.
yeah, right.
I mean, it's a lot easier said than done to sit there and believe it and like stick with that, but I don't know. I mean, it could probably come off a little bit hypocritical. Yeah. And kind of like backtracking. But at the same time, I mean, you're streaming. So you shouldn't be demanding people's money.
Yeah, dude. Like, you're really not doing much. I understood when people were saying YouTubers don't do any work, like, that's completely untrue. Some YouTubers definitely put in a lot of effort, but for streamers, I honestly can't say the same thing. They don't do much.
And even that, there's a lot of YouTubers that are putting a lot of work in, and even like people doing food reviews or something. I mean, you got to shoot that video. Half of the stuff you're saying is probably not really worthy for the video, so then you got to spend 3 hours editing. Yeah,
and you're spending your money doing that.
Just to post you eating a burrito. I mean,
yeah,
it might be ridiculous, but I mean, you are having to put effort forward, and or even like, skits. A lot of the skits, to make a skit interesting, most of the time it's kind of not really child friendly, So you could be making skits, and it costs, you have to get permits to shoot places, do a whole bunch of stuff, and then you're gonna they're just gonna strike it as mature content, and you're not even gonna be able to make money off.
Yeah,
it.
right. That's why people
unless you have a sponsor or ads on the video. But if it's mature content, it doesn't even matter if you have ads, does it? Because
it doesn't matter. Nothing matters if it's mature content. It's just immediately you're not making money off of that.
Yeah, unless you have a sponsor, I guess, that sponsors the video.
Yeah,
and paid you to make the video. It's kind of ridiculous. Like,
It's annoying.
So adults aren't allowed to enjoy YouTube is pretty much what I
Yeah,
get
right?
at.
That's basically what they're saying.
Because if you're not able to, if you're an adult content creator that makes content, you know, like something like Family Guy, you know, just something completely not political friendly.
Yeah, like adult content exists for a reason, you know?
Yeah, so if you're a content creator, you're not allowed to. You shouldn't be allowed to profit off of people that aren't 12 years old watching your stuff.
Yeah, right.
It makes sense. Yeah. I think it makes a lot of sense. I agree with it. You know what? If you make content that's not for tots, you have no place in the world. We should be watching Peppa Pig 24/7, all day, every day. No more anime. Right. No more sitcoms. None of that shit. Out of here with it.
And out. Like, I don't know, dude. How many people are making content like I don't know. I feel like not that many people make content that is completely 100% safe on YouTube, you know what I mean? Like there's always something in it that YouTube has a problem with for almost everyone.
Well, I mean, and the thing is too, they don't just play favorites, they seriously play favorites. So
oh, they definitely do. And then the people who make I have nothing against family-friendly content, by the way. But the people who do make it, I find them pretty cringy half the time. I don't know why. I just...
Well, look at these, like, people like Mr. Beast. I don't know what I would call his content. Like, I watch...
He doesn't make anything, like,
yeah, I'm
sketchy.
a fan. I would say that he's a pretty wholesome guy, and he helps a lot of people.
Yeah, he is.
His videos. So he's a pretty cool guy, but at the same time, it's like, you know, I think he gets cut a lot of slack for stuff.
Yeah, he's a good guy. People like. But
look, you have people like Rice Gum. How does Rice Gum make money off his videos then? If you're talking about being a decent person and wholesome entertainment, he's absolute garbage bag.
Yeah, I mean, he makes diss tracks, so.
And even the way that he talks to people and says stuff, does stuff, is kind of like, yo, is this guy serious? Because the fact is, he just, excuse me, he just goes after people that he knows won't run their mouth, like that won't say anything back. That's pretty much it.
I hate people that do that shit.
Because if he talked to the way that he does, like if he says to somebody that, you know, isn't a fake famous person, you know, not saying that like they're fake famous, like someone YouTube famous that kind of is out of touch with reality because of it, which is like what it seems like is pretty much most of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of just me looking at it subjectively. Most content creators that I've seen, it's hard to even really connect with them. That's why when I watch YouTube, I'm pretty much watching, I watch a channel about geography a lot, channel about animals, comic stuff, you know. A lot of stuff like, you know, stuff about The Office, stuff about animes, you know. Not stuff where it's people talking or kind of about people's personalities, because I pretty much don't feel any of them, because all of them just feel so disingenuous, and it's kind of like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can you really name 4 YouTubers?
Just any 4?
Yeah.
Markiplier, Mr. Beast, PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye.
Well, those are Markiplier. I mean, he kind of started with just, he's a likable guy.
Yeah, he's definitely a good guy.
He's genuinely a likable guy, really cool. He went to school in Cincinnati, so instantly, if someone went to UC, I think I have a more inclination to like them
I didn't
because
know that.
it's a local college, and I'm a fan of their football and basketball team and stuff. So
yeah, he's definitely a good guy. Yeah,
that's one thing. He I've never really seen him have beef with anyone, and if he has, he takes it gracefully and doesn't lower himself. And if he did, I guarantee if he did something that people don't agree with, he would genuinely be like, he wouldn't cry about it. He would be like,
oh yeah, he would definitely.
I'm sorry. He said, "I'm sorry. What I did was wrong," and it would be a genuine, not try to save his ass type of thing.
Oh yeah.
PewDiePie. I mean, he's larger than life, so it's kind of hard to just even talk about him. But
I think he's pretty like humble for how huge he is.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing: is he's pretty funny because he's so big that he's just a magnet for negative attraction.
Yeah.
That people are coming at him. Like he has more people coming at him than literally any other YouTuber, without a doubt. He's dealing with shit. So his like Pew News or whatever was like, and I'm sorry, I know I'm not allowed to have an opinion. Yeah, I think that's hilarious.
Yeah, he knows everyone. No, not everyone, but he knows he has people who just hate that he's at the top, basically.
Yeah.
Like he makes fun of it. Like he's a very self-aware person. But he doesn't like, I feel like he's one of those people that didn't let views and fame get to him, really. Like I feel like he's still overall pretty much the same person he was years ago.
Yeah, also he's been at it since YouTube started,
for
really.
Years. Yeah.
Who else did you say?
Mr. Beast and Jacksepticeye. Do you know Jacksepticeye? He plays with. Well, he used to play with Markiplier and PewDiePie.
Yeah, I've heard his name. I've heard his name. I don't think I've watched much of him. And Mr. Beast.
I don't really watch him either, but he's alright.
He's kind of it's kind of like he does cheap tactics, kind of.
Yeah,
he kind of challenge videos and stuff, and kind of but he's cool.
Doesn't he just like give away money and shit? Or like just give stuff away?
Yeah, I mean he gives money away, he does challenges, helps people, gives his friends cars, gives random people cars, stuff that I'd say is pretty cool of him.
Yeah.
Jacksepticeye. Alright, I'll shoot for it too. Pyrocynical.
Oh yeah, I forget. I haven't heard of him in a long time. What is he doing?
I haven't watched the video in a pretty long time. What's your opinion on him? I'll give you the other three. I guess we can just...
I don't really have an opinion on him because like I've probably seen like maybe one of his videos and I don't even really remember it. So
people used to come at him, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard some people talking about him in like a negative light before.
Because he is like, I'm trying to think thinking of the right person, but he has like he has like a furry as his channel like icon. I've listened to I think probably 4 or 5 of his videos.
I don't remember anything about that dude. I feel like a lot of the YouTubers that have gotten like phased out by YouTube being retarded, basically, didn't deserve it. Like like Filthy Frank, for example, like he did not deserve to just get. I mean, he left.
He chose
when it was
leave.
Getting bad, but like he didn't deserve to lose everything like that.
In the kitchen. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he chose to.
Yeah, he chose to leave, but like he left because he saw what was gonna happen. Well, it was already happening, but it wasn't as known about back then. I don't think.
Well, look, Max. I mean, the reason that he stays afloat is because he does Pokemon videos, of all things. Huh? Yeah. Our dude, anything for views? I can't remember what exactly his first name is. I think I can't remember what his first name is. But he was in a lot of views with him. He's the bigger dude, but he does the Cold Ones podcast. He makes a fair amount of money off of that, I'm sure, because he does that podcast full time, and he does other content on there. Yeah. Then iDubbbz.
I know iDubbbz is he's still doing shit.
Yeah, but he doesn't post regularly. You know, he posts what?
Once a month, probably.
Yeah, not very often. So look, what I really just gave the one YouTuber, Pyrocynical. He didn't really have anything. Let's see. I just gotta think of people that I normally watch. Not someone I normally watch, but Keemstar.
Well, what about him?
He's garbage. Well, I'm asking your opinion.
Yeah, he is garbage. He is. No one likes him. But the only good things he's done is some people that were having beef, he's brought them together and let them have a civil conversation on his show. So that's kind of that's like a good thing to do, I guess, but he's still garbage.
He's one of those guys that it's kind of an example. He runs his mouth about everything, but he can't take it. And he thinks that everybody always has negative stuff to say about everybody else, but then when somebody, criticizes him, he goes in cry mode.
Yeah, basically.
Giant crybaby.
Yeah, he really is. It's so funny though. Like, I can't help but laugh when he's like getting hate for stuff that he did like 5-6 years ago. Because I would hate that, but it happens to him all the time, and it sucks. But it's so funny.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of After Prison Show?
No, don't think so.
He basically is a guy that he was in jail, and then he cut for I think 6 years or so, and he does like prison stories and shit like that.
Huh.
I remember what the guy's name is. The guy's name is Chad, who does Cold Ones.
Yeah.
But another one, Nexpo.
I love Nexpo.
Does Nexpo make money off his videos?
Probably not, but he has a Patreon.
Okay, so that's how he survives. Okay.
Yeah.
But even like Nexpo, he thanks his viewers. Seems like a really genuine guy.
Yeah, he's cool.
I don't think he's going to be out here, and he makes content that's niche kind of content, kind of.
Kind of.
He's not just talking about nothing. He talks about topics.
Yeah.
So, if anything, you should say his supporters should be given him money, because he actually is has a niche topic, talks about paranormal and disturbing things.
Yeah.
So if anyone should be saying, but he doesn't. He says, if you can support, thank you. If you can't support financially, you're supporting enough by subscribing and liking the video. Even if you're not doing that, you're watching it, so thank you.
Yeah, right. That's what you should do. But I mean, honestly, if he was saying, guys, I'm not gonna force you, but it would really help out if you donated to my Patreon, because I'm making zero money off of my videos. I wouldn't mind him saying that, because, like, he's not making money. Like, that's alarming. You don't want your favorite content creators to just not make money, so I wouldn't mind him not begging, but asking a little bit more.
Yeah. Let me tell you this. So, was that 4 YouTubers? Is that 3?
That was like, we just talked about like 6 YouTubers.
Yeah, well, you've probably seen these videos on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, pretty much everywhere. The people that do the primitive tools and like make underground pool, temple pool, like, and they make houses out of bamboo, like in a spot in the jungle. Are you familiar with that at all?
That sounds familiar, actually.
Well, I just kind of discovered that all of them are doing the same thing, pretty much. Like, I think it's one group that has like 5 different channels, because all the people, now I could be wrong, that maybe I just, like, they don't really show good look at their face, but they're all the same skin tone and look exactly the same pretty much in the videos. So I'm pretty sure it's the same person, and they just like split their videos between like a bunch of different channels, because all of their channels, except I think the one has 64,000, but the rest of them are like eclipse 1 million. And even the one that has 64,000 subscribers, they get easy over 1 million on most of their videos. So those guys are making absolute bank, I would assume.
Yeah, right.
Because
making
they're
probably crazy money.
But the thing is, they're working hard. Even if it's no doubt that they're probably using machinery after, at least maybe actual shovels instead of just pieces, just sticks, like they normally do. But the fact that they're making this stuff at all is pretty impressive.
Yeah, I think I've seen them on Twitter for some reason, but like, yeah,
like their videos are
that's
everywhere.
crazy.
But there's a good reason, because it's always dope.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. It's genuinely entertaining.
Yeah, I think they're probably making quite a bit of money, and those are about the only creators that I can think of off the top of my head that are like, everything they're doing is 100% just creative
and safe. Like, safe as in safe for YouTube.
Yeah, and it's one of those things, literally, I think anybody would sit and just watch it. If you scroll across it and you start seeing, like, they show the end product, you're probably going to want to say, I wonder how they got there.
Yeah, right.
I've been watching a channel called Scarce lately, and the other reason I even heard of them was because I think I was watching the iDubbbz video, and he said something about them or something.
Scarce took a long break for a while. He didn't upload for like a year. He like kind of semi-recently started uploading again.
Oh, semi-recently?
Not like a few months. A couple months. Like, he took a big break. Like, if you look at his videos, there was like a year gap of time where he stopped.
I don't know. YouTube, Twitch, all that stuff kind of it's like a dictatorship.
Yeah.
Anyone that doesn't obey, we'll call a good amount of creators civilians. Now, civilians that obey and stand in line and do exactly what they say, they have the potential to really get on their good side and probably be in their good favor. And then you have YouTubers that are already on their good favor and that they just like for whatever reason, or somebody in YouTube supports them. So then they can be like pieces of shit that are going to kick in civilian, beating the shit out of civilians, killing people, doing horrible stuff, but they have it in, so it's they're like, hey, listen to what YouTube says, and then they go and destroy a small channel that says something critical. Just destroy a bunch of smaller channels,
Yeah.
and then YouTube's
Just
looking and saying,
butcher
well,
that.
they're doing a good job, so we don't care what they're doing. Or they'll go and
Yeah.
they're using copyright content. They're doing stuff that one of the civilian channels, the communist regime that is YouTube in this analogy, shoots them on sight, says you're done, your channel's over with. But then you have the big channel that is in with YouTube, that's on their on their list of being considered government. In this scenario, they're fine. Like, they're doing all this shit that they see a small channel do once. They're like, well, you're fucked. But they're doing it on a daily basis, and YouTube's like, we don't see them doing anything wrong.
Yeah. They just turn a blind eye to the people they favor.
And then you have the people that don't follow that shit and say, call out all the hypocrisy and everything that's fucked that's going on. And those people would be the rebels,
Yeah.
And here's the thing. You can't have a civil war with the website that owns itself, It's not a country where you can be like, fuck fuck the government, and then try and, change something about it by force.
Yeah.
YouTube, the only thing you could do is start going to a different hosting platform and a different streaming service or whatever you use it for.
None of them
try and make that
nearly
bigger.
as. Yeah, that's all you can do. But unfortunately, nothing has ever come close to the amount of features that YouTube has, or popularity. So
the only thing that I can think of is Daily Motion.
yeah, Vimeo was trying to overtake YouTube at one point, but I think they kind of gave up on that.
I mean, does anyone watch anything on Vimeo anymore?
I don't think so.
I mean, the only thing that would do it is you get, maybe 10 of the top 50 YouTubers, and then they switch to a different website. That might get another action that other people might start getting trickled out.
Yeah, that would definitely make a dent in YouTube.
But I think a good amount of the top 50 YouTubers are catered by YouTube. I would say the only one that I think maybe would do it is PewDiePie. It's because YouTube comes at him, and YouTube really doesn't like him and treats him with much favor at all.
I don't like him at all.
Even though he's their biggest content creator, and
a
good reason that YouTube is as big as it is because of him.
Yeah, right.
You'd think he'd be someone that they actually show respect to, but apparently not.
Yeah, apparently not. Well, guys, this was The Lab. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you guys next time.